gentlemen, you're listening to the Mackay T Show podcast. Here are your hosts, Brian Mackay and T Davis.
What time is it?
It's time for the Mackay T Show.
What time is it?
I said it's time for the Mackay T Show.
Welcome back to the Mackay T Show podcast. WandaVision. We apologize for being late this week with the episode. It was completely on me. I had some family things I had to take care of, and basically, and I hope everyone I'm listening to this when they hear me say, my family just ain't considered. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And maybe on Monday, after I have calmed down from their inconsideration,
You'll run and chant a little.
I'll rant and chant and be a little funny about it. But right now, it's not the time. So, WandaVision, let's get into it. We're just going to briefly recap episode 8 real quick before we get into episode 9. Because at this point, what's the point? You've done seen episode 9 if you are, you all in this with us. So, anyway, spoiler warnings if you have not seen episode 8 or 9 at this point. But basically, episode 8, let's just put it like this. He was correct. Wanda was having some issues. Wanda was having some emotional...
she was dealing with her emotions.
Yes.
And she had to find a way to deal with it. And that was creating her own world. And my guess was... Because, we was trying to figure out what the... while we was going back in the past. And my guess was that that was something that was fun for her in the past, which I hadn't, obviously, if I had known, I should have probably went and played the lottery too, because I would have hit that dead on.
Yes.
When he pulled out them was it DVDs?
Yeah, DVDs.
Not DVDs. It was DVDs.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my goodness, here we go. And that red TV. Like a red television, really?
Yeah, so when we
she was trying to manage her emotions, and I felt like that was the whole thing about it. That's why I told you I was gonna stop listening to all that other stuff they were saying, because I was like, I got enough information now that I feel like I can guess on my own.
She definitely she got to that point where she was at that land plot and saw the deed that Vision had bought for the land. And
first of all, I guess he a computer. He don't may not only bought some left for
Marvel Studios will have us to believe that this man has this bot, this AI has a will.
He don't bought a will, exactly. And left for inheritance.
I mean, how he get all this credit built up is what I want to know.
This is hilarious. He a computer, though. He can do whatever he want. He just hack in and make it happen, I guess.
This is true. But, man, that was definitely the straw that broke the camel's back or opened up the chest cavity. I don't know what you want to call it. Because when she exploded and took that whole...
she had a mental break.
Yeah.
But her mental breaks turned into whole worlds. Others just kind of, they might need to go into a facility for a little while.
Yes, that was definitely a very good episode, basically to give us the backstory on it that you had already basically.
Yeah, when they followed through, showing them under the bed, seeing Stark's thing, which we knew from Ultron's storyline because they had talked about that happening to them and being scared about that bomb blowing up and just standing under that bed all that time looking at that. And then but did they visit they very quickly visited her and the brother being locked up with the what's the people that's Captain America?
Strucker, the Hydra,
with the Hydra people. They hit that really quickly as Agatha, who also did a good job in her role, as Agatha is taking her through time so we can see the build up to this.
Yeah, those were really well done, and I was glad that we got to actually, because we'd already heard about it, like you said, we heard about it in Ultron, and then Captain America, Civil War, we got a little bit more of it where she's locked up in Avengers compound, and
Yeah.
Vision was basically there to protect her and keep her in. But it was nice to see all of that work out.
And then when they show what actually happened when the the line general, whatever he called himself, that's running sword, that she did not come in there and steal that, like he tried to lead people to leave.
Right, the director Hayward definitely doctored the footage, and yeah, made it look like Wanda came in there guns blazing and stole Vision, and she didn't walk out there with nothing but some tears and some broken glass.
Some more sadness to add on top of her sadness.
So yes,
so that was all nice to see that.
That episode ended with the reveal that Hayward's playing all along. They wasn't dissecting just to see what he was doing. They dissected Vision to try and put him back together and use him as a weapon. They
could control him, right?
What we're gonna call simply White Vision, but I believe in the comic book he was known as Spectral Vision.
Oh,
but you know what? If they can call Mike Epps Black Doug in the Hangover movie, we're gonna call him White Vision.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you just said about Spectral, whoever, the White Vision, we saw them use the planes to power him up. The witchery off of the plane that she threw back at them when she came out of the bubble.
Yes, that cosmic energy that she gives off. So yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, leading into episode 9,
and it was Agatha all along.
Man,
go ahead.
We jumped right into it where we left off from 8, where
Agatha
has the kids, and she has the kids by the throat. And like you said last week, I don't understand why the one that's the speedster couldn't just run and knock himself out of that. But maybe they had some kind of stranglehold on him.
He ain't see it coming. He a baby. He ain't see it coming.
Yeah, they not but 10 days old.
And you see how fast they learn running fast. Like if you just do it, you just do it. He saw that it could be done. You know how in real life we talk about if you see that somebody else can do it, you know it can be done, which limits. I mean, keeps you from holding limits. He knew his uncle was fast, so he knew that was a thing. But the little one, I know you ain't got to this yet. What you said, I mean, everybody don't watch it by now.
Right.
The little one knowing how to make the cantations.
Once again, spoiler warnings. We are now talking about episode 9. If you have not seen episode 9 and do not want anything spoiled, please pause the show now and go watch it and come back. Because I would hate for you to come at me in the comments when I'm sitting here giving you the warning.
It's Friday. You should have watched it anyway. Yeah. It's 12 o'clock on the West Coast, so you should have watched it. Actually, it's almost 1 o'clock on the West Coast, so everybody should be on scene.
But speaking of, we're just gonna jump around because I there's no way I could do this all in order. I'm gonna go by what comes to my mind. But you brought up Pietro, so let's go to him. He has Monica basically locked up in the house, still under Agatha's control. Mm-hmm. We find out through Monica snooping around that his actual name is Ralph Boner. So he is the Ralph that Agatha has been talking about this entire show. He is the Ralph because he actually mentions right before before Monica finds out his real name, he mentions that this is his man cave for him to hang out and do whatever in while the wife is out doing all the bad stuff. So he calls her his wife, which Monica realizes that he is under her control, under Agatha's
with her new powers.
Yes, uses her newfound powers to see the energy coming off of his necklace. She takes the necklace off of him, and poof, now he's a regular person, regular Ralph again. And Ralph is paranoid. He's scared that he didn't want Monica to hurt him. And he said, "Please spare my life," is what he told her. So, we don't know what's going on with Ralph. We are to assume. Now, I know assuming is not a good thing to do, but at this point, going off what we got, we are to assume that Ralph...
We are deducting. We making that
Right.
deduction.
Yeah, that's the better word. We are deducing that that Ralph is the missing person that
Yeah.
Wu was looking for, the missing witness in
Because
protective
Ralph's Wu didn't still seem to care too much about the Wu. I guess a lot is happening, so he may not. But Wu wasn't running around, let me go find my witness. He was just doing regular stuff at once all of it was released and wanted to let everybody go.
Right.
So I'm mad. I'm still mad about that. I don't like that they usually they tie up loose ends, and they did not tie that up unless I missed something.
Yeah, I don't think we missed anything. But so from there we go back out, and where Monica and Agatha are having their standoff still. She finally breaks free. The kids get let go, and she tells the kids. Wanda tells the kids go inside, so they hurry off inside while Wanda and Agatha are going back and forth. And it has become apparent at this point that Agatha wants Monica to use her powers because she is trying to absorb those powers like she did to her witch people in the flashback.
Back in
back in the Salem days. So she wants Wanda to use her powers so she can absorb that power because she wants every bit of that because she's just a greedy,
Be careful what you ask for.
So they battle back and forth, and all of a sudden, White Vision shows up in the bubble, in the hex, or whatever. They have Vision. White Vision has a moment with Wanda where Wanda. I mean, obviously, it's the old Vision just put together. It just doesn't have his programming just yet because he's under Sword's control. They have a moment where Wanda tries to see, if it's the real Vision. He takes her by the head and he says her name, and all of a sudden he starts smashing her head in. Well, she trying to break free. All of a sudden, I literally said this out loud to T while we were having our watch party. I said, "Where is the Hex Vision?" Basically, and right as I said that, here comes
Vision
the
and Color.
Hex Vision.
Color Vision came.
Color, living Color Vision. He comes slinging in and he takes out White Vision. They have their battle. The whole time Agatha and Wanda are going at it. White Vision and Living Color Vision are going back and forth. And
you can walk on the moon, float like a balloon. It's never too late and it's never too soon. Take it from me. It's all right to be in living color. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I don't take much for me to get distracted.
I know. It's okay. It's okay. So I'm fast forwarding through a lot of this, but let's just tell you, like both sides are going at each other. Just to wrap up, kind of where we're left with White Vision and Living Color Vision, they have a moment inside a library where, first of all, T, do you want to tell them what you saw inside this library?
Well, the library should have been falling apart because all the pillars were split in half. I don't really know what was holding the structure up, but
there was
you could clearly see that the pillars were torn, and it was just standing like nothing. I was like, okay, well, we're gonna go with it.
There was a little glitch in the green screen edited, and it looked like
somebody dropped the ball on that one.
So but anyway, they have a moment inside this library where they basically go back and forth and are trying to decide who's real and what's not real, because in Living Color Vision can't be the real Vision because he has no memory and basically no makeup, because if he's outside the hex, he's dead. And White Vision doesn't know if he's the real Vision because
he ain't got no memory either.
Right, he don't have any memories at all. But in Living Color Vision knows he can wake those memories up, which he does.
They coded him so you couldn't find them. So they couldn't take it out of him.
But they had him under the mind control, so they could just basically control everything he was doing. So in Living Color Vision wakes that up, and White Vision sees all the memories of Vision. He knows everything that he's ever been through.
Thanos, no.
and he basically says, "I am Vision," and he takes off. And we don't see him again this
He
episode.
like deuces. I'll be back at some point.
So,
I guess next season.
so yeah, White Vision is to be continued. In Living Color Vision, obviously Agatha and Wanda are going back and forth. Agatha's still trying to steal her powers. They have a moment where they're up, and who knew Wanda could fly? We find
Right,
out.
because this is my first time seeing her flying.
I ain't never seen her fly. So, but she's all up in the air with Agatha, and they're going at it. Well, at one point, you can see them. Wanda's throwing little red balls at her, and Agatha's all absorbing them. Well, Wanda starts throwing like a pitcher in the ninth inning with his arms getting a little
Trying to
loose.
hit the bat and scare.
Yeah, and so he throws it, and she throws it, and the ball goes flying by Agatha. Well, Agatha looks like, dang, she's pretty off. So every so often she's missing Agatha, just like almost like she's doing it on purpose. Well, Agatha gets enough power where she starts trying to absorb the rest of Wanda's powers.
Right.
And like, as soon as she gets to a point where she thinks she's got it all, because Wanda's looking real drained.
Right, like the witches.
Right. Agatha tries to use the powers, and all of a sudden nothing's happening. Her hands are nothing. No glow, no nothing.
Yeah, y'all, Brian called this one.
And I said, she's like, when she was
when
throwing
it was
the
fighting,
haymakers,
he called it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I said, just because it was just too crazy, I just started to think, I couldn't think of what they were called from episode 8, the ruins. But I couldn't think of what they were called at the time. But I told T, I said, she's missing on purpose. Wanda created the ruins around the hex.
The hex.
So when Agatha goes to try to use the powers, she didn't create the ruins, so only the witch that, like we found out in
created the
episode
ruins
8,
can use their power.
There you go. So
that was cute.
Yes,
that was cute little
that
thing.
was good callback. I like that. Oh, hang on a second.
We got a special guest, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome to the party.
We in the car here.
Did you watch it?
We did. We just got through with our watch party.
Where is T? Hey, T!
What's happening?
Nothing much.
You about to be on the Mackay T show, so get yourself together.
Yeah, you in the middle of the
Y'all
show recording. Yeah, you in there.
Y'all lying. Look, I'm about to put my mask on.
Well, no, we just do audio, so you don't need to do
video.
all that.
Don't worry about yourself. Yeah, just watch your mouth.
Yeah, you can stop all that.
And what y'all think of the show?
I'm unfiltered in the car.
That's fine. Did they watch it?
No, they were at aftercare.
Oh, that's right. Look, I forget
She's
it's
just
Friday.
like Wanda. She like kids in the room.
I'm not Wanda. They took me away, and so I went and got some Starbucks, and I sat down and I watched WandaVision in the car.
Yeah. Okay, Wanda, you like all the kids in the room. I see what happened.
All right, Shawn Goff, give us your thoughts. What did you think?
That was amazing. I thought I needed more. The best part of it was when she tapped into her powers and didn't even know it.
Look, T, before we get any further, I just want you to know, you don't know Shawn's sister, but there is literally mini Shawn's sister right there sitting next to her. Look just like Tyler.
Hi, Minnie. Hi, Minnie.
And that's big. That's Kingston. That's Shawn's son in the back.
Oh, what?
That's who BMac calls Little Tyrio.
Well, he done gained some weight, so he a big boy.
You know, that's COVID-15.
It is COVID-15. It's both.
I got my COVID-30, so I can talk about it. Oh, man. Oh, speaking of, congratulations to state champion T.
Oh,
You looking
sure,
at a
watch
state
out,
championship
boy.
coach?
I finally got a ring.
That's
I
hilarious.
mean, I don't know when I'm getting any more, but I got a ring. It's not a wedding ring. It's not a conference championship ring. It's not an NCAA ring, but at least it's a state ring.
It's a
After
ring. It's a
coaching house.
championship.
After
right.
being in basketball for how long? 5 months. 5 years. Longer than that.
Yes.
No, 19. Yes, I got a ring. Even though BMac thought I had another game to go.
Yeah, Max Prep had me confused. I'm sorry. I had no idea that was for the championship. I should have known.
Sean, who you think is the witness?
Yes. Who do you think is Jimmy Woo's witness? That he's the guy in protective custody. It's got to be Ralph.
Ooh. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Who do y'all think?
We think
we
it's
just deduced that
the
it's
fast
Ralph.
guy.
Where can you tell me? Where did Vision go at the end?
We don't know. He
we
was like, I'm
We
out.
found out he was Vision.
We just got through talking about that. We don't know. He gone.
He was like, deuces. My mind shook.
Did you watch the post-credit scene?
I did. I watched it. And then I was like, yes, that's why I said I needed more, because I was like, yeah, they went up into the sky with the aliens. Yes.
I felt sad. Because I was like, I don't want Wanda to be bad. She's a good person at heart. And I was like, I don't want her to be turned into a bad witch.
She got to order her food real quick.
I see, Lord. I see what's happening. She taking orders.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Okay, so T, I'm with you. I don't want her to turn bad, but I think Agatha made her turn bad. So once you turn bad, you.
But I don't feel like she turned back. She still stayed true to herself. She felt really bad when she hurt those people, just like she did at the Civil War, at the beginning of the Civil War, when she threw that bomb and tore up that place. And she felt bad about that. She kind of apologized to Rambo.
She did,
and she even kind of apologized to her kids and the in color vision.
You mean her fake kids? Her kids that evaporated in the air?
No, they just went to sleep. Remember, they just went to bed in that same clothes.
She put them night night.
But then they evaporated.
They evaporated to another dimension, because you could sure hear them in that post credit scene. You could hear them yelling for her.
Well, we knew they had to stick around in some kind of way because they real characters in the universe. So
I can't wait to see Monica in space with Nick Fury and them and the rest of the Skrulls.
No, I can't wait to see Captain Marvel again. That's gonna be one for the ages.
She feels some type of way about Carol. Yes. I can't wait.
That's gonna be.
Look, and then I had to think, and I was like, I know BMac read about the backstory. I said, so BMac got to tell me what's gonna happen next. Because BMac will find out all of the stuff, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on some call. You know,
I have to.
I got to. I just had to read it.
I have to for this show because my co-hosts don't remember nobody's name, so I got to know everybody's name.
You do. That's been our relationship. Don't act like that.
But yeah, that's been since 2004 right there. So it ain't
right.
No thing.
That's how that go.
Ain't no thing. Man.
So he just gotta tap into it and help you remember, T. And then you're like, oh
he
yeah,
he know who I'm talking about. It ain't like he just
right.
has to say the name. It ain't like it's guesswork. He usually know who I'm talking about.
I'm basically like a male Scarlet Witch because I can read minds.
Well, okay. Okay.
Too much.
Yeah, probably.
Too much.
Okay. Oh, let's see. I'm mad we didn't get any real cameos. So Paul Bettany basically, he messed with everybody.
Okay, he got a asterisk by his name every time I see it until this is fixed. So he better hope this is fixed. Because there was no need for that. Nobody would have been guessing Mysterio or whatever or Doctor Strange or none of that if he had never said anything about wanting to act with himself. And all he had to do was he can't say he's going to play a double role. All he had to do was say nothing, really. Because he couldn't have told us he was going to do a double role, and then we'd have been, we wouldn't have known this was going to happen, though.
Yeah, he definitely got us on that one.
So, Paul, I know you don't care because you don't know me, but you got an asterisk right now. Every time I see your name, I'm going to remember this. So, you better fix it. I don't know how you're going to fix it. You better come back as White Vision and make Wanda happy again out there in the middle of nowhere in the Rocky Mountains or wherever she is in the Colorado Mountains. Swiss Mountains, wherever she is.
I thought he was gonna come back though.
That's
I was
what
like,
I thought
he
too.
realizes he's Vision and he's gonna fix it, and then he just let little Digital Vision try to fix it, and Digital Vision evaporated.
Yeah,
I know this. I'm glad that they arrested the director.
Oh yes, you caught it though. Because I told you I was like, oh, I loved him. He was in blah 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 blah.
What? That man was awful from the beginning, Sean. You were
he loved his previous character. Yeah,
his previous character in another show.
I was about to say
I watched too much TV, so I'm like, oh, that's Cooper from Private Practice, and then I'm like, I loved him in Private Practice. BMac's like, no, he looks bad. He looks evil. And I was like, he really did. He really did look evil. And then he turned out to be evil. But yeah.
But that's good because people that knew him from that would not expect him to be evil. Yeah. There you go.
No. I didn't know him from that. I felt some kind of way when I first met him. Your mama said that the protocols you shouldn't be. What? You lying. That don't even sound right. Why wouldn't her mama want her to run the company?
To say it's already taken, you can't come in and fill the void. There is no void. It's me.
I'm trying to think. Is there anything else we need to cover? We got it all.
Well, we didn't really talk about how during the fight, and at some point, Agatha releases everybody that's in Westview and let them have their true emotion, and they start talking to Wanda about what's her name?
They were feeling.
My kid is locked in the room.
Yeah,
I just want to hug her.
Bless her heart. Yeah.
And then the one said, "My husband away on a conference. Tell him don't come back.
Tell him don't come back."
Then the mailman said, "I'm so tired."
He's tired because all he doing driving up and down the street. God knows that lady that's hanging that thing back there, close to Ellis Road. She probably got. So she gonna need rehab. And then they said they was dreaming bad dreams from.
They were dreaming what she was
dreaming her nightmares.
Yeah, what she was dreaming, they would dream.
So then that's the good Wanda shows up and it's like that wasn't my intention. I wasn't trying to hurt anybody. But then she wants to release them. But then she figured out that once she releasing them, that's when she like, okay, wait a minute, I'm killing my kids and Vision. I got a decision.
That's why Vision asked her in Living Color. Vision asked her if she will do what she needs to do to fix it. Because he knew that they were gonna have to go.
They couldn't exist. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So she put the babies to bed, and then they had their moment, and we saw the little Jarvis color.
Yes.
That was the color Jarvis before when Tony Stark was making him.
So, yep. And then at that point, you see the town go back to normal. She gets stripped down all the way back to the land plot, and that's when she talks to Monica. And that house got nice. It's that last iteration of it with the 2 stories.
Yeah, they had a nice little spot.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Man, So
then she walks off and sees Rambo, and the people are looking at her and feeling some kind of way.
Well, where did Darcy go?
Darcy said she is not going to be debriefed. That's what
Darcy said the brief is for the week. Darcy said she did.
Right. So I was like, where did Darcy, because you know Darcy can't run, so where did she run off
over that man with that car and left.
Darcy, my favorite character.
After she hit him, she left.
And Darcy, my favorite, and we got 3 seconds of her.
Yeah, I think I was a little bit disappointed that Darcy didn't have a more in that ending because she was missing all of 8. We didn't see her at all.
Yeah, she was out there.
And she has such a color commentary. I knew she had something to say about Agatha if she would have known who Agatha was. Yeah. So you needed more Darcy.
Well, she was out there fighting stoplights and construction work and all that.
And kids crossing. The whole school bus of kids crossing.
And no school.
Yeah, she probably had a flat tire and everything else on the way trying to still get there. So who knows?
Oh man, I can't wait. I don't know where this is going. I don't know how this is going to tie into Spider-Man 3, but I'm here for it. But I know this.
If she turned bad, I don't know if I'm be able to watch it.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier in 2 weeks.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm be able to watch it, Brian. Not the Falcon. I
know.
can't have Wanda being bad because I really didn't like her at the beginning of Ultron when she was a bad character.
Because you just don't know. You don't know how to feel about her, and then everyone got to grow on you.
They flipped her and made her good after she realized what Ultron was trying to do. And then I can't have her to go back to. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Because reading that bad book,
everybody can't be good. Everybody can't be good.
It's enough bad people out there to fight. It's enough bad people. She can be on the team.
But they keep winning.
No,
they keep winning, so they got to make it good.
Everybody in these shows has a bad and a good side. So I feel like
seeing her bad side, we can because this powerful. We don't want her to be bad. She got too much power. We don't want her to be bad.
Ooh.
She got too many power. Yeah. That suit she had on was bad. I don't know who designed it, and it might be something from the comic book, but I like that suit. The way
that suit was nice. Yes.
And then I was like going back, now that I think about it, maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out when she went back to Agatha's head with all the old witches, like the ancestor witches.
Right.
I feel like something happened there too.
Yes, I think that's when one of. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was about to say, you said.
Yeah, I think that's when she went in her head and played that game like she was like having her to go back into a bad memory. She realized everything that she could do.
So I think that something happened there, and I don't know if that turned her into the Scarlet Witch or whatever at that point, but it was something.
Yeah, I feel like that was the part where she got released too.
Yeah, but when she started missing her with them little fireballs, making those ruins, that was one of my favorite parts of the episode.
It was sneaky.
Because when they tied her up to that pole like they did Agatha in 1800s, 1700s, whenever that was, and then all of a sudden she just burst out. I was like, I think this is where she figured out, I got a lot more power.
Right. And then the crown showed. So I knew something happened, but I was like, did she pull from some of the old witches? What is going on? Right. I don't know.
So that should be interesting. She's sitting out here reading the book, just like Dr. Strange was. He was walking around doing whatever, sneaking around reading that book.
Right.
Well, for the listeners, since we did not have an episode this past Monday, this was obviously, like I said at the beginning, this is our episode makeup for that, and we will be back Monday to discuss Coming to America and many other things. I think T has a book that she would like to discuss with you all.
Yes, I had a John Thompson book is excellent. Please go get it. If not, just listen to what I was saying about it.
So we will get some excerpts from that, and who knows what'll happen between now and then? Whatever else. Talk
Hopefully,
about
SEC Ole Miss championship.
In what life?
Speak it into existence, because if they beat Tennessee tonight, I don't know if they're going to be past South Carolina. But
okay, are we talking about men or women? What are we talking about?
We talking about
women.
Oh, they're on a roll right now. Me and T are going to talk about this. Yes, they're on a roll. They upset Arkansas last night. And I truly believe, because if they'd have had their full roster, they would have beat Tennessee in Knoxville a couple weeks ago and lost to them by 1 in overtime. I truly believe they could beat them tonight the way they're playing.
Oh, because I thought y'all was talking about the men. I was like, when they get good? Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, Coach Yo got them rolling right now. Hopefully,
well, you don't need to read the book. If you can get there and win something, you better do it, because those come few and far between, them opportunities.
What time is it?
Amen. But as always, first of all, thank you to our special guest, Shawn Goff.
Thank you for popping in.
Thanks for having me.
Bye, little Fallon. We'll see you later.
Deuces.
Bye. Have a great day.
Hey, bye.
Bye.
And as always, I'm one of your hosts, Brian Mackay, and I am with
T, selling wolf tickets, Davis.
And this has been the Mackay T Show podcast. Thank you for listening.
This is the Mackay T Show. This is the Mackay T Show. We talk movies and TV shows, sports and world news, coasting like on a world cruise. Hosted by Brian Mackay and T Davis. Yeah. You can't tame us. We're going to the top, we're becoming famous.
What time is it?
It's time for the Mackay T Show.
What time is it?
I said it's time for the Mackay T Show.